The subject of alcohol and drugs is very important in society. Our survey was about those legal and illegal substances and their abuses. It was separated in three different parts. The first about cigarettes and smoking, the second about alcohol, and the last one was a mismatch concerning legal and illegal addictive substances. About smoking, we can see that 16.7% of people who answered smoke, representing surprisingly a small part. We can see that the majority smokes only on big occasions like parties, birthday, with the daily and weekly smokers just behind, showing that addict people are not majority. Just fewer than half of them has already smoked illegal products, which is a high rate. We can say that the numbers are pretty low, knowing that 1 of 3% smokes in France.
Now about alcohol. We see that more than 90% of the respondents drink alcohol. And huge majority showing that alcohol is strongly deep-rooted in habits. The biggest part drinks strong alcohol, and the consumption of alcohol is regular for most of people, several times a week, which is a high and possibly dangerous frequency, knowing the alcohol's impact on health. In the last part, we talked more about the consumption of legal and illegal substances and its impact on the consumer. We can see that most of people know which product is legal or not in France. However, we have a slight majority that has already consumed illegal products, showing that many people don't really know or care about the legality of the product. About addiction and abuse, we can see that usually people lose the difference between the two notions, putting addiction at more important place in terms of impact on person than abuse. Indeed, an abuse is a one-time thing, whereas an addiction is a long-term syndrome, which is very hard to cope with.
In the meantime, we see that people know what substance is the most addictive, putting heroin in the first place. Though it's a difficult subject to talk about because there are more cases of addiction to cigarettes or alcohol, even though they are less addictive, because of how easy it is to get this kind of product, and again of how it is socially normal to drink or smoke. However, the majority thinks that cigarettes should be more controlled due to their impact on the environment. Indeed, we see that 94% of the respondents think that the educational system should be more active in prevention concerning the dependence and abuses of drugs, giving a good idea of how much people feel informed about the subject. We can imagine that maybe if state did more prevention, the numbers concerning consumption would be lower. Finally, we see that the majority thinks cannabis should be legalized, a tricky question, source of disagreement in France, approaching socio-economic questions. As a conclusion, we can say that numbers concerning cigarettes were kinda low, while the alcohol consumption is very high, and the level of information seems uneven, or that its impact is not that efficient. Usually people know the reality of the product, but still consume, as we could see with illegal substances, or the high rate of consumption of alcohol, despite the prevalence of alcoholism, which is a severe public health problem.